Hello and welcome back to another level reviews. Today I'm going to be showcasing RuN by AmIXam, if that's how you pronounce it. A lot of these showcase names are really hard to pronounce. Before we get into the level, I just want to say that the level itself has a simple mechanical theme which looks really nice in my opinion. But as per usual, there are aspects that can be improved on with levels like these. So without further ado, let's get into it. So in the first part we're greeted with a simple background. It looks like a safe entrance or something like that. And regarding designs, the block design here is not spectacular either. Could have used a number of attributes to make it better, like possibly more stuff in between the lengths of block designs themselves. The background is not locked to player X, so when you die it actually keeps moving. The colors in this part are noteworthy because they look quite nice. There isn't a single aspect they changed about the glow or the coloring of it, because it adds to the warmth theme that this has generally in this instance. The fluidity of this part is put into question with the choice of cogs that are used though, because the cogs towards the ground and some cogs up towards the top are grey with white outlines, where other ones are very large and are exclusively white. Don't get me wrong, I like the variety, but I wish it matched the theme more. The second part is relatively simple. There appears to be some pipes or flame shoots in the background, while there is these pulsing light bulbs in the block design. The plates here are more or less the same, where block designs could have used more variety. And again, the cogs themselves are persistent with their mismatching themes and colors. More air decoration here would have been nice as well. Something I'd like to note about the level overall thus far is that it does not have a lot of sync attributes to it, other than maybe speed changes in specific parts, but I do believe that there's too many speed changes in some specific portions of it. Like in the first part, there's too many speed changes for what there is, and as you'll see in the ship part from 50% onwards, there's probably too many speed changes as well. Background in the wave part is not spectacular, but I do like its execution a little bit more because it adds to the hot theme with a little more design to it. The background is extraordinarily simple, which means it won't lag as much on low-end devices, which is nice. To the drop, we have some variety in the saw themes, and same with block designs, but it's nothing too particularly special. The thing I like about the designs in this part is that there's like these vines that go through them, and that the glow in this is super complementary to the rest of the theme. It adds to the heat of the part, and there's a lot of flashes that synchronize the music very well. This is by far the most difficult part of the level, because where you can do the rest of it easily with sight reading, this part is not as easy to pull off. A lot of this stays the same a majority of the way through, which is also kind of saddening. I would have liked to have seen at least one more part. And there's a ridiculously hard timing at 94, which causes you to die 95% of the time that you want to get there, because you have to hit a dash orbit exactly on time or you will miss your gap. This has been run by AmIXam. I still have zero clue to pronounce that name. Stars requested for the level was 6, but I believe it's actually around 4 or 5. With the exception of the ship, the level is practically sight readable, making it extraordinarily easy to pull off. So if you enjoyed the video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. But until then, cheers!